What is going on, everybody? It is a beautiful day. I wish we were here in person so we could be working outside in this awesome weather. I got the garage door wide open, getting some fresh air here into the shop. I just wanted to talk about Module 3. So, for those who have turned it in, awesome work. Thank you. Well done. For those who are wondering, that the bonus question, what movie is it from? It's from one of my favorite classics, The Sandlot. Some of you got that right. Awesome. I'm glad you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching The Sandlot. It's just a fun, happy film. And then, so some other things is touching bases. Let me see. Make sure, for those who have done all the ed puzzles, well done. If I return something to you as an assignment, if you see it come back to you, you don't have to resubmit it to me. It just means I graded it, and it's like if I had a physical piece of paper, say you wrote me a paper, I graded it, and I return it back to you in person so you can see your grade. That's all it is. You don't have to turn it back into me. I have it on record. And so what that is I can keep track of then who has yet to turn in things. So basically it's in my book, it shows up when I hit return, it shows up as graded. All right, and so that's what I'm doing. So some people have been resubmitting, have been playing this game. You don't have to resubmit. If I return it to you, that means I have a grade. So here I am showing you guys what this looks like from the teacher's perspective. When I talk about when you turn something in versus not turning in. So for example, I just turned something in here on the pyramid slideshow, right? I just made one and turned it in. And so from the teacher, here I can see, it'll tell me which ones haven't turned them in yet, who has already been graded, and if there's any new ones that have been turned in. So here I can see, here's the one I just turned in. And so this is where I click it, I open it, I can view it and see how you guys did, and then I give you your guys' grade, and then I hit return. And then so what happens on my end, now when I look at this assignment, now when I look at the pyramid assignment, see it moved it from turned in over to graded. So that's how I know if I'm caught up in doing all my grading and doing feedback and whatnot. And so on your end, what that looks like then, right? It gives back to you, you can hit resubmit, but up here at the top, it'll say graded. So if you see graded, you don't have to click this resubmit, all right? It means it's done. If this box says turn in, that means you never turned it in. But if it says graded and resubmit, it means I've already looked at it. You don't have to do it again, unless I tell you to because you did a crappy job or something. Then you have to redo it. But other than that, you don't have to keep re-hitting this resubmit button. I hope that explains it and makes things clear. So again, don't click resubmit unless I tell you to. With all of the grades, if you have any questions, please let me know. If I miss something because I messed things up, and if you don't like your grade, there might be because I missed something. So don't be afraid to reach out and let me know. And if you ever find any errors on any of the assignments on the Google Forms or things, let me know as soon as possible so I can fix it for you and for everybody else. Let's see with some of the ed puzzle questions that were tripping people up. Trying to think. So something being level, remember, it has to do with gravity and pulling things straight down. It'll fall over, or something being plumb, I mean. Plumb is gravity, pulling straight down. You don't want it to topple over. And then level is dealing with stuff being flat. And so you don't want things to run down the hill. So plumb is gravity. Level is still gravity, but it's a little bit different. It's because you want things to be flat. So that was tripping some people up. On a tape measure, tape measures. A question that got a lot of people. The number inside the black box, you can see right here, these are foot markers. The number inside are foot markers. The little black box on 19 inches is, yes, a layout. But the question was, what numbers are inside a black box? And so that is the foot. The 16s are yes for layout, and those are the red boxes. So most people, that was a question that tripped some people up. So just wanted to clarify that. But for the most part, you guys did awesome. Just looking to see other assignments. And I agree with you guys' opinions on what tool has changed the game. A lot of different ones. And then the lastly thing I want to point out, The pyramid question, it was just for fun. Last year when you were doing the choice board things, I was looking into it, and it's like a rabbit hole when you start looking at all these videos about pyramids. There's all kinds of crazy schemes. We got some alien believers out there. We got some people who think ramps. If I'm able to, I'm going to try to tag it in this video. But I found this really cool video explaining how they probably used water and maybe floated everything, which is super awesome. And that's my guess. It seems the most plausible, the least amount of workers needed. It just makes everything seem simple. So I'll try to somewhere, if I can, figure out this YouTube thing. I'll try to tag that video. But I thought it was super interesting. So if you have time, go ahead and check that out. But so what's going into your interim grades, I'm not going to post module 3 until after interim grades are in on Wednesday. I'll submit those, and then I'll start adding your module 3. So if you haven't got that done, make sure you get it done. But if you're still missing any other assignments in the previous 3, make sure you get those things in, all right? Because they're going to show up on your interims. So module 3 will go in after the interims, and then keep working on module 4. Hope you guys are having an awesome week, and try to get outside and enjoy this weather. It's awesome.